Hello everyone. So in this video we will explore what is cursor. Actually, what is cursor? So let me give you example that we have our order table and we have our rows. For example, in this case I have 8 rows. So if we want to perform any operation on row by row, we may require a cursor where we can perform delete, update, insert operation on row by row. So we need to define a cursor here, right? So this is a basic concept that cursor is a database object which is actually performing on a each rows when we require. So this is a basic concept, but we have two type of cursor: implicit cursor and explicit cursor. So what is implicit cursor? Simplicity: implicit cursor are those cursor which is actually managed by SQL server itself. Like in our case, select star from table name is a cursor type of cursor where we do not do anything and it will fetch the record for us. And update is another type of cursor where we have we apply a condition or maybe without condition and it will update the record. Okay, so it's performed on each rows, but there is no need for any programmer or developer to interact with the you know the programming syntax. So it will automatically update. Here similarly, delete, insert, update. So that's why in my previous video I mentioned you that tsql is a cursor is a part of select star form, so it will combine as a tsql transact sql. So implicit cursor, simply you can understand where it is managed by SQL server himself. No need any programmer to develop any logic or any syntax. It will manage automatically. So simple is thing. Because this type of question may arise your interview that what type of cursor you have, so you can simply say implicit cursor and we have explicit cursor. So I hope you understand implicit cursor. Now what is explicit cursor? In explicit cursor, we need to manage cursor by ourselves. I mean to say that we have to declare the cursor. Okay, we have to open the cursor and then we may need to fetch the record and then perform any logic on the cursor and then update and close the cursor. Okay, so this is one thing, that in implicit cursor we do not need to close or deallocate the cursor, but in explicit we need to close and deallocate the cursor. So that's why it's a difference, that explicit cursor programmer need to do some additional work rather than implicit cursor. So coming back to this type of cursor, let me explain what this cursor is doing and we will learn that how we can define a cursor. Let's say in a previous video I told you that we have to declare a variable, and to declare a variable we need to use at the rate sign and our variable name, like this. At the rate order id is our variable name, and then we have a data type integer, maybe varchar, maybe decimal, float. You can take as many as type of the variable, date, time as well. So I have defined three variables: order id, quantity and product, and running total also. The fourth one is running total. So this is my four variable I declare initially, and then I have declared order cursor. Order cursor is my cursor where I can use the record set which is fetching will be stored in this cursor, order cursor. Okay, I will explain you this line as well, because you understand that select order id, product id, quantity. From order mean we have actually fetching order id, product and quantity. So we are fetching all the rows but with three columns: order, product and quantity. So similarly we have this query. Actually what is going, it will making the result set or moving the result set into our order cursor. Once we define a cursor, okay, like declare order cursor, cursor for, then our result set. So we have a result set in order cursor. Once we have a declare our order cursor, we are going to open our order cursor. Okay, here the command open order cursor, and this is an independent variable running total. As I mentioned you that what it will do, it will summing up the quantity. Actually the purpose of this uh, logic is here to sum up the all the quantities. Okay, so after that, once we open the cursor, we need to fetch actually next from the cursor. What it mean actually? It mean that in first time it will be in this line, row number 1, order, product and quantity. Fetch next, what it will do, it will move the cursor into next record. Okay, 1 2 and row number quantity 5 and row number 2, and fetch next, it will be like next record, and unless and until we have end of record. If we do face end of record, then fetch status will not be 0. So the loop will start unless and until we have a record in our cursor. So fetch 0 mean we have a condition which has a record. So once it's true, then we have starting our while loop. Begin is a logic, then we are going, we are summing up the quantity. So in this case 4 plus 5 plus 8 plus 6, so on, we are going to sum up all the quantities, and we are printing the logic here what we are fetching. In fact we are using variables order, product and cast running. So why we are doing cast? Actually initially as a varchar, initially our variable type is integer, but we are using print required a string or varchar, so that's why we are changing its data type at the runtime. And now again this fetch will be the fetch from first record. Okay, but within a loop we need to fetch one by one record, so that's why we use again fetch order cursor. And this is the important point, like we use 3 variables. Why we use 3 variables? If we use 3 variables, order id, product id, quantity, because we use 3 columns. So this is a rule of thumb. How many column we are fetching for the cursor? If we are fetching 3 columns, then we have to use 3 columns here. Okay, 3 columns or 3 variables, you can say whatever you are comfortable. So at the end of the loop we need to close our cursor, order cursor and deallocate. So let me run this, and what happened? So here you go. If you want to see, let me show. Okay, just make up bigger. Okay, so you can see the order id first, product id first has 4, and then 9, then 17, then 23, then 31, then 38, then 42 and 53. Similarly, if you see 4 plus 5 is 9, yes, running total is working, and 9 plus 8 is 17. So on, we have at the end we have a 52 as a running total, and last recorded 4 and 17, and you can see 4 and 17 is my record. So I hope you understand this concept, and if you have any query, just comment on the video below so I can able to solve you. But this is a very good concept, a very important concept I would say, and here actually it create you a baseline for the programming of the TSQL. So here you got actual developer of the store procedure of PSQL. Thank you very much for watching this video, and please do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.